What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here. This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. But in this one, we got some more Michigan football recruiting news as the #1 running back Savion Hiter down to 4 schools in Michigan, setting the bar high. Plus, the top offensive line target set to visit Michigan. Also, give an update on Michigan's current cornerback commit Brody Jennings, and also a potential flip wide receiver target for the Wolverines. We also give an update on Michigan basketball after their big win against Ohio State, what Dusty May said post-game, and why the culture has changed as this team currently on a roll right now. It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so to start this video, I did want to talk about some recruiting news for Michigan football. We'll first start with the elite 2026 running back, the 5-star #1 running back in the class, Savion Hiter, as he released his top 4 schools consisting of Ohio State, Georgia, Michigan, and Tennessee, as he will be taking official visits to all 4 of those schools, including Michigan, from June 13th through the 15th. We've talked a lot about him and also Savion Osborne, Michigan trying to land that 1-2 punch, kind of like a Sonic and Knuckles for Michigan, if they can land both Savion Hiter and Savion Osborne. Both Hiter and Osborne has listed Michigan before as their top school. It doesn't necessarily mean they're going to land them, though. They got a long ways to go. They are going to be facing some stiff competition, especially with Hiter. You know, Georgia is definitely a close contender, but Savion Hiter's mom did tell Steve Wiltfong on 3 that I would say from his standpoint and our standpoint, they've set the bar really high. Speaking about Michigan, from the beginning with them, the whole staff has been involved. They've been very consistent, but she did say that Georgia is definitely a close contender. So again, Michigan, a top school for Savion Hiter, and he did release his top 4 consisting of Ohio State, Georgia, Michigan, and Tennessee. So just wanted to mention that. And then I also wanted to mention that the 2026 4-star offensive tackle Zayden Krempin has set an unofficial visit to Michigan, as he'll be taking another unofficial visit to Michigan on March 17th through the 19th, according to Bryce Marriage of 24/7 Sports and the Michigan Insider. So one of Michigan's top offensive line targets in the 2026 class comes from Prosper, Texas, 6'4", 270 pounds. He also has an official visit already set with Michigan on June 20th. But before that visit, he will be making an unofficial visit to Michigan in March. So that's some great news right there. And then I actually wanted to give an update on one of Michigan's current commits in the 2026 class, and that is the 4-star cornerback Brody Jennings from the state of Florida. He has been committed to Michigan since July. However, Michigan is going to be needing to, fend off some schools to keep his commitment in the 2026 class. He is set to take some official visits to other schools, set to take an official visit to Alabama on May 30th through June 1st, and then also to Georgia through June 13th through the 15th, and then Michigan on June 20th through the 22nd. Also is expected to potentially take more official visits as well. Now, this recruitment kind of seems similar to Chris Ewald Jr., who was in the 2025 class, committed to Michigan really early in the cycle. He ended up decommitting and then also signed with Miami, but maybe things will go different this time with Brody Jennings for Michigan. Lamar Morgan, the Michigan coaching staff, Sharon Moore, they have made an in-home visit, a couple of them, to go and see Brody Jennings, and obviously a bunch of other recruits as well. So they're definitely doing everything they can to keep his commitment. And I also wanted to talk about a couple of wide receivers for Michigan, but before we do want to give a shout out to today's sponsor, BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. We've talked a lot about BetUS before. They have all the odds you need, but did you know they also have a casino? You can discover their casino playground for all my followers who like slots or live casino dealers. Take advantage of BetUS's amazing sign-up bonus, 200% sign-up bonus up to $5,000, or 250% for crypto sign-up sign-up bonus up to $5,000. And you can check their casinos out at betus.com/casino. And obviously, please gamble responsibly. But let's go ahead and continue here. And I wanted to talk about another wide receiver potential flip target for the Wolverines. Now, we've talked about a couple of Michigan's wide receiver targets, including the 4-star Christian Ward, which currently Michigan sits in a good spot there, as he actually named Michigan his #1 school. Also talked about Nayland Scott, also Travis Johnson, another top wide receiver target on Michigan's board, and others. But the potential flip target for the Wolverines is the 2026 4-star current Rutgers wide receiver commit, Dazier Carter from the state of Virginia, which Michigan has been recruiting very heavily, especially here in the 2026 class. Ranked 128th nationally on 24/7 Sports rankings, has been committed to Rutgers since July. But a lot of other schools, including Michigan, who has offered him already, have not stopped going after him. They're one of many schools still recruiting him very hard right now. He's visited Rutgers multiple times. He's still remains solid with his commitment there. However, he did tell E.G. Holland of the Wolverine that Michigan, talked to me about what they have to offer and also flipping. They are still in contact with me. He said it does appeal to him being able to play with the best quarterback out of Bryce Underwood, and he also is teammates with the #1 running back Savion Hiter, which could potentially help Michigan depending on what Savion Hiter does, as they are extremely close friends. Michigan could sell both of them on playing together at Michigan at the college level, but that's a flip target right there for the Wolverines wide receiver position. Obviously a need for the Wolverines. They are trying to land some elite receivers. So that's some recruiting news right there. And then to end this video, did want to talk about Michigan basketball. They moved up in the rankings finally to number 12 now in the AP poll. Wolverines currently sit in first place in the Big Ten. Their next game is a big one against Michigan State, but they pulled off another close win, another big road win against Ohio State, beating them 86-83. That is right, the Wolverines go into Columbus and beat Ohio State by 3 again. Michigan was led by both Danny Wolf with 17 points, 11 rebounds, and also Vlad Golden with 20 points. Dusty May post-game, he said, we had so many guys contribute to this win. Danny Wolf, Vlad Golden obviously played a starring role tonight, and just what a great college basketball game. Ohio State, they give us everything we wanted. They were good, and for us to win the shot battle, to have a manageable amount of turnovers, and even our turnovers tonight, it's been our Achilles heel. But I thought several of them, when we played good basketball and maybe got the ball stripped in the paint. Michigan, they have been limiting the turnovers in these past couple games here, which is definitely very nice to see. He said we didn't have very many unforced turnovers tonight. May also said that we're winning these games because it's a complete team effort. The bond and relationship our guys have in the locker room carries over in between the lines. Dusty May also had some great play calls coming out of timeouts down the stretch, and Brody Jennings Jr. had his ups and downs in the game, but he had a pretty good game in the end, including a play that Dusty May drew up. But Brody Gale had 9 points, 2 assists, and 8 rebounds in that game to beat his former team, Ohio State. It's also nice to see LJ Kaysen get some playing time. He had 5 points, back-to-back games now that he's gotten in the game against Purdue and Ohio State. But obviously big one coming. Dusty May knows it against Michigan State, and I even said I almost felt guilty that I immediately turned the page. People are obviously very, very excited. We know what this game means. It's going to be first place implications in the Big Ten on the line. But after the game, Dusty May gave a speech in the locker room, and just goes to show the culture this team has right now. And I wanted to actually play the video for you guys, so go ahead, give it a listen here.
We're going to get a lot of vitriol. There's nothing that makes them more angry than us dusting that stuff off. Nothing makes them angry. When they're doing all that stuff to us and we act like it, we don't, man, we ain't into that. We're chasing something bigger, man. Absolutely. We're chasing something that's eternal, fellas. It's your bond for life. That's what a championship does, fellas. It brings this team, you guys, look, we're old. You guys will be around for a long time. Championships bring this team together for a lifelong bond. Yep. This group of guys, forever brothers, let's keep chasing the championship. Let's keep preparing for the next. Enjoy this afternoon, but then we're on it. Yes, sir.
So I think that pretty much speaks for itself. Dusty May is building something special here. The culture right now with this team, it is fun, man. But with that, it's going to wrap up this video. Again, shout out to BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. Go ahead, check them out at betus.com. But hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more if you are new around here. I greatly appreciate it. And we will see you guys in the next video. Go Blue.